Okay, so here we are setting up the object, and in here we want to overwrite this object with something. So let's say this weapon proficiencies, and we pass in some kind of number. You know what, that's not right. We do this set weapon proficiency, and we pass in probably match 1 and match 2. So just for clarification, I will say weapon type ID equals match 1. Proficiency level equals match 2. There. So this sets up some kind of default. Can I set properly level of undefined? Let's just echo out that, and then also proficiency level, just to see if it's actually coming through. So 2, 1. So something is undefined. Set weapon proficiency. This should be nonsense because let's just log this at the end of that. So here we go. Game actor. Yeah, weapon proficiencies, which is empty. Weapon type, let's see. So it never makes it through here. Why? Oh, is it maybe just this? Is this maybe not actually anything? Okay, undefined. So let's just put this out again. Let's see. Oh, it's not an underscore. That's the problem. It's not an underscore. So now we should see something happen now. Okay, weapon proficiency. Still nothing. weird. So for oh, hold on. Silly bugger. This is length. There we go. So now it's looping through them. Let's go again. Okay, so game actor, weapon proficiencies, we have level, starting proficiency should be a number here. Oh, it's because I'm doing a match here, right? So yeah, we want to be making this a number, and same with the weapon type ID. As long as these are both a thing, set the proficiency level, and we'll console log this at the end of this as well. Let's see, what is starting? Should be 0. The weapon proficiency should all be level 0 to begin with, so I don't know why this is behaving this way. At the end, we should be doing something with it. So just say init for that. We'll say setup for that. So init, really, this should be level 0. I don't know why it's starting with level 1. Something freaky is going on. Even though I've console logged something, it then updates. I don't like that. I thought the console would spit out the value at that time, and that it wouldn't update to reflect something that newly happened. So that's good to know. Get rid of this. By console log an object, then change it, then console log it again. Will the original console log change to reflect the newer changes or update? Wow. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. If you want to snapshot it, so let's just test that then. Let's say um, JSON dot stringify and then parse as well. Yep, level 0. And then after the setup phase, level 1. Okay, very important to remember that going forward. If you're trying to log some kind of object, change it and then log out again to compare, it's just going to be the same thing unless you do a deep copy like this. Stringify turns it into data, but then JSON parse uh, stringify turns it into a string, and then parse will return it back to the object, but it will make a copy of the object. Ah, okay. Well, anyway. Um, is it maybe data skills? Const data manager load. So if object is equal to data skills, we want to loop through each item. So for, can I do that? I will initialize it with either a experience value or a default experience value. So I would say Weapon Proficiency EXP or default EXP gained. So this double question mark says if this exists, use it. If not, use this one. So what's the next thing? You know what? If skill is null or undefined, we will just continue. Well, let's make a battle. Alright, so it looks like I can't do it the way I wanted to do it there. Or maybe just var or const. Nah. Let's skill. I don't know if this is the right syntax. Okay. Let I equal 0. I is less than data skills dot length. I plus plus. And then let skill. Can I do const skill equals data skills I? I'm not sure if this counts as changing this or if that's fine. So let's have a look. Yep, seems fine then. Okay, for testing's sake, I'm just going to take people out of the party. Also get rid of their attacks. Oh yeah, I don't need this. Da -da -da -da. So where are we? What are we up to? Um, we have experience attached to skills now. All right, so let's see, in combat, there is a use item. So say is skill. Should probably be if the attack actually hits. Let's see, is there something in game action that we can use? Apply. Target.result. Okay, we can tap into apply and then get the result from the target. Check, make sure it didn't miss or evade. Oh, or even just check if it was a hit actually. We'll just run result is hit. Okay, let's see how far we can go with this. Const low we pro. So let's not get rid of this right now, just so I can see. We still want to grab the result. So target result. We can say if result dot is hit, subject equals this dot subject. So I guess AoE attacks will just grant more experience because they hit a lot of people at once. Since we're checking if a skill hits a target, we will apply the experience. You know, maybe we can add a little something to the game action that just says if we have already applied the experience for this item, then don't do it. I'm not sure if this is how we do it, but it's gonna be something like that. So let's console log subject, and we'll console log the weapon type ID just to see if we've grabbed it correctly. We will need to get the subject a bit sooner, and then we'll say if the subject instance of game enemy will return, because we don't want to try and add experience for the enemy's turn. We can get rid of all this. Apply, and then call this, add the parameter. Let's see how far we get before it breaks. What's this? 110. Let's get rid of that. It's kind of annoying me. 110, okay. Oh, this is actually just the weapon. So weapon equals this. If weapon If there's no weapon, we'll just return early as well. Let's see, W-type ID, this is what we're looking for. So then we'll say W-type ID equals weapon.W-type ID. And game actor, yep, we can just add something to that. I'm just playing it through my head now, thinking, do we want to allow it to apply experience during combat? Is there any reason why it would be worth it? Not in the default game, I don't think, but if someone adds a custom plugin, it might be nice for it to do it during combat. Okay, let's just say subject dot hmm, nah, maybe we'll just do it during combat. Let's just go for it. So it'll be subject dot what were some of the things we've done? Gain weapon proficiency EXP. Then we've got to pass in the weapon type and then the amount. Yep. So what do we have in here then? Is there a result dot skill or something? This dot item. Ooh. So let's also grab the, we'll call it skill equals this dot item. And we'll also say if skill but we'll negate this. So we'll say if it's not actually a skill, we'll return as well. So if they try and use an item or something, we don't want to add experience or that. Weapon proficiency EXP, is that it? And we'll just log the subject after doing this to see if something actually happened. Can't read EXP of undefined. 165. Hold on. Again, it's 126. 126. Undefined. So let's console log out the weapon. Oh, it's lowercase t for type. Right. Everywhere that I've done uppercase, I should probably make it lowercase to match. Okay. I didn't do anything here, right? No, all good. Right, let's go again. We just need to turn that into a number and then we're good. It added 5, which was strong attack. Awesome. Now let's see where the experience is. So this was in here. We grab the metadata, which always comes back as a string. So let's just wrap this whole thing in a number, and then I think we're good. We start gaining experience. We gain 5. Do it again, and let's see. We have 10 now, so it is tallying up. Good stuff. So now I do need to do some checks. We are just saying if it's a skill. Well, you know what? Let's I need to find a place to reset this as well. So if it's a skill, we just say get the type of weapon and then add experience. We still need to check that it actually is of the weapon type that is required. So let's see. So we have the weapon and we have the skill. Let's just check. What do we get from the skill? Let's log this again. Should be weapon required 1, weapon required 2, something like that. Required weapon type ID 1. If that, hold on. Yeah, if that's not equal to, guess we have to put this down here somewhere. Weapon dot w type ID and that doesn't equal to weapon type ID. Then we return. So this is a check to see if either of these requirements is the type of weapon we have. If either match, then it will go ahead and apply the experience. So for testing sake, let's say Slash for some reason doesn't use either weapon. Strong attack uses a sword. So we go new one. So as usual, we will use strong attack, sorry. It did add 5 experience. But this time we'll use slash. And it didn't spit out the game actor, which probably means it didn't add anything on. So just to check, we will use strong attack again, and then experience should then be 10. Yep, nice. So it didn't add on the supposed 10 experience from slash because the type didn't match. So now that we've got a matching type, it adds experience. We need some way of knowing how much experience we need to level up. We probably want a maximum level, something or other. Maximum proficiency level. The highest level a weapon proficiency can reach. It's a number, and we'll just say 5 or something. Max proficiency level, maximum proficiency level, and we'll just put in default of 100. Can I do dot clamp? Is that okay? Is that gonna give me an error? So if I try and run a script that just says game actors dot actor one increment weapon proficiency, I'm passing 1 for, what is it, 2 for sword? Yeah, 2 for sword. And maybe after each time we'll just console log the game actor. I don't think I finished that properly. Nope, needs another one at the end. Now he's level 2. Boom. Level 3. So let's keep going. Level 11. Okay, this is probably because I've not actually reset this. So there we go. There's a maximum proficiency now. So if I click lots of times here, it should stop leveling up at 5. Maybe my clamp code is not good. Maximum proficiency level. Let's see, do we use clamp anywhere? Yeah, value.clamp. So why is it 100, sir? Maximum proficiency level. Is it just, is this not working then? Let's console log the parameters. Oh, this might be a problem. Let's take that out. It's not getting any. How do I use parameters in an RPG Maker MZ plugin? Param, text, description, type, and default. Weapon proficiency. Oh my god, is that the whole problem? Proficient. Is that the whole problem? Let's see. Failed to load proficiency. Oh my god. Oh, we've got parameters now. Cool. That was quite a big problem that I didn't spot until pretty far in. Alright, so let's get back to what we were doing. We'll just keep pressing. Now it says 5. We'll check in here anyway. Weapon proficiency, yep, the max level, it doesn't go beyond 5. Awesome. If this dot get weapon proficiency level for this is equal to maximum proficiency level, then return and we can also say if this dot get weapon proficiency level for this weapon type ID, if that's equal to the maximum, we can set we got get experience, but we didn't make a set experience. So then we'll just do weapon proficiencies with this weapon type ID. Dot experience is equal to value. We're not adding, we're not getting it, we're setting it equal to this value. So it's an easy way of saying this, set weapon proficiency experience to nothing. And I might just make another method here saying check for max level, weapon proficiency level. Pass in the weapon type ID, and then in here is where we'll do this. So we set the proficiency here. Maybe I'll save the clamping for inside the check for max weapon proficiency. Say this dot weapon proficiency with this weapon type ID dot level. I wonder if this return, if you have to set something equal to that. And that is equal to level dot clamp. All right, so both of the places where we can change the weapon proficiency have this check for maximum. It just zeroes out the experience if we are at the max level, and it will clamp to keep it within the max level if it tries to go above. So what else? All right, so experience. Um, what's the best way of doing this? I know that I want to just have an array. But that's because I would probably use lower weapon proficiencies, say maybe 5 to 10. But if someone's planning on using it for 99 different levels, 100 levels, then it's going to be kind of annoying for them. How would I use a string here as um, what am I trying to say? How would I use a string as a formula? Uh, Text. Let's see. Can you a formula that will increase the number slowly? The only given parameter would be a level. And a base value maybe? Okay, so I do 10 multiplied by 1 plus square root divided by 10. Right, so how do I get the square root? Okay, math dot square root, and that was level, right? Okay, let's see what happens here.